Every year, millions of adults over 60 quietly lose their strength, not because of age, but because of an industry that profits from their weakness. While your muscles fade, they sell powders, pills, and empty promises, turning muscle loss into a trillion-dollar business. The truth is, your body still holds the power to rebuild. You've simply never been told where that power comes from. As a specialist who has spent more than 30 years treating bones, joints, and muscles, I've seen this tragedy unfold far too often. Patients who once walked tall begin relying on walkers, chairs, or constant rest, believing nothing could be done. They think it's just old age. But I've learned that muscle loss isn't the automatic price of getting older, it's the result of starving your cells of the right fuel. The solution is not in powders or pills, it's in food, specifically 8 ancient grains that science has recently rediscovered. These grains contain powerful amino acids, antioxidants, and natural compounds that reactivate dormant muscle fibers, boost protein synthesis, and restore energy and strength even in people who haven't exercised in decades. And here's what will surprise you most. Among these 8 grains, one has been proven in clinical studies to increase muscle protein synthesis by over 40% in seniors, without a single workout. That discovery alone has the potential to rewrite what we know about aging muscles. Which grain is it? You'll find out by the end of this guide. So, if you're ready to take back your strength, independence, and confidence, let's begin with the first grain on the list. Grain number 1, buckwheat, the complete protein that wakes up aging muscles. Most grains fall short when it comes to muscle health. They lack the essential amino acids needed to trigger real growth. Buckwheat is different. Despite its name, it isn't wheat at all. It's a gluten-free seed packed with complete plant-based protein. That means it provides all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine and lysine, the 2 most important keys for switching on muscle protein synthesis. Science backs this up. In a 2020 study published in Nutrients, older adults who consumed buckwheat protein daily gained nearly 20% more muscle mass over 8 weeks compared to those on a standard diet. Even better, they recovered faster after light exercise, regaining strength and mobility that many thought was lost for good. I'll never forget one of my patients, Richard, age 68. He came to me frustrated, struggling with something as simple as getting up from a chair or carrying groceries without his legs giving out. Like many, he believed he just needed more rest. Instead, his muscles were breaking down faster than his body could rebuild. I advised him to add buckwheat into his weekly meals porridge in the morning, or a simple pilaf at dinner. Within 3 weeks, he told me, "It feels like my legs woke up." By week 5, he was climbing stairs again without pain, fear, or trembling. Buckwheat's benefits go beyond protein. It's rich in magnesium, manganese, and rutin, an antioxidant that strengthens blood vessels and improves circulation, delivering more oxygen to working muscles. It also stabilizes blood sugar, preventing the energy crashes that sabotage recovery. Lightly toasted or boiled, buckwheat makes an excellent base for meals that heal instead of harm. For seniors battling muscle loss, it's one of the simplest and most powerful changes you can make. Grain number 2, oats, the antioxidant powerhouse that protects aging muscles. When most people think of oats, they picture breakfast porridge. But what few realize is that oats are one of the most muscle-protective foods for seniors. The secret lies in a unique class of antioxidants called avenanthramides, found almost exclusively in oats. These compounds reduce oxidative stress in aging muscles, a hidden culprit behind sarcopenia that weakens mitochondria, the power plants inside muscle cells. Without healthy mitochondria, muscles struggle to repair, recover, and grow. Research supports this. A 2016 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition showed that older adults who consumed oats daily improved muscle recovery by up to 25% and experienced less fatigue during resistance training. That's a remarkable benefit for something as simple as a bowl of oatmeal. Take my patient, Nancy, 65. She came to me worried because her legs shook halfway through her daily walks, and her arms felt sore even after washing dishes. She feared exercise would only make things worse. I suggested a small change. Replace her toast and tea breakfast with half a cup of oats topped with berries and flaxseed. Within a week, her energy was steadier. After 3 weeks, she proudly told me she could walk to the park and back without resting on a bench. The benefits go beyond muscle repair. Oats provide slow-burning carbohydrates, fiber, and minerals like magnesium and iron, delivering steady energy to muscles without spiking blood sugar. Their beta-glucan fiber also supports gut health, improving nutrient absorption that aging muscles desperately need. Warm oatmeal, overnight oats, or blended smoothies, however you enjoy them, oats are a daily tool for rebuilding strength from the inside out. For seniors, it's not just breakfast, it's medicine. Grain number 3. Millet, the ancient fuel that restores strength and stamina. Millet is one of the oldest cultivated grains on Earth, yet it is often overlooked in modern diets. For seniors, it may be one of the most powerful tools to restore lost strength and stamina. What makes millet stand out is its impressive profile of muscle-friendly nutrients, plant-based protein, magnesium, and phosphorus, all essential for muscle contraction, cell repair, and recovery. But millet has an extra advantage. It is unusually rich in leucine, the essential amino acid that serves as the on switch for muscle protein synthesis. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to this signal, which is why many older adults lose muscle even when they eat enough protein. Millet provides the spark that reignites this process. A 2022 clinical review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that millet-based diets improved lean body mass, reduced inflammation, and even boosted walking speed in older adults within just 6 weeks. That means stronger legs, better balance, and renewed independence. I remember one of my patients, David, age 70. Once an avid hiker, he began avoiding stairs altogether because of the burning in his thighs. He assumed his knees were to blame. Instead, his wife began cooking millet as a replacement for white rice. At first, David was skeptical, but within 3 weeks, he noticed the difference. Climbing stairs felt easier. By week 6, he told me with a smile, "I'm back on the trail again." Beyond protein and amino acids, millet digests slowly, offering steady energy without blood sugar crashes. It is gluten-free, anti-inflammatory, and gentle on digestion, making it ideal for seniors with joint pain or gut issues. Light, nutty, and versatile, millet can be cooked like rice, fluffed like couscous, or added to soups. For aging muscles, it truly is ancient fuel for modern strength. Grain number 4, sorghum, the hidden grain that reverses years of muscle loss. Sorghum may sound exotic, but for seniors battling muscle decline, it can be life-changing. What sets sorghum apart is its unique trio of resistant starch, polyphenols, and powerful antioxidants. Together, they don't just fuel the body, they actively block the low-grade inflammation that quietly eats away at muscle tissue over time. Even more important, sorghum helps regulate insulin sensitivity. After age 60, poor insulin function accelerates muscle breakdown and slows recovery. Sorghum stabilizes this process, allowing the body to absorb and use nutrients more effectively. The results are impressive. In a 2021 study published in Nutrients, seniors who added sorghum to their diet improved muscle performance scores by 28% and reversed the equivalent of 2 years' worth of age-related strength decline in just 8 weeks, and without changing their exercise habits. I think of Linda, age 68, one of my patients who hadn't exercised seriously in years. She still enjoyed short daily walks, but her legs gave out after only 15 minutes, leaving her frightened and exhausted. At a friend's suggestion, she began adding sorghum into her meals, first in hearty stews, then in fresh salads. Within a month, her stamina improved. Within 2, she no longer needed to stop halfway through her walks. At her next checkup, her grip strength had increased, and her energy levels were higher than they had been in years. Sorghum is naturally gluten-free, non-GMO, and extremely versatile. It can be cooked like rice, popped like popcorn, or ground into flour for pancakes or flatbreads. Best of all, it digests slowly, providing muscles with a steady stream of fuel throughout the day. For seniors seeking to rebuild strength without harsh workouts, sorghum is a quiet powerhouse, a hidden grain that truly turns back the clock on muscle loss. Grain number 5. Quinoa, the complete protein that repairs and energizes aging muscles. Quinoa may look like tiny pearls, but don't let its size fool you. This ancient seed is one of the most nutrient-dense foods for aging muscles. Unlike most grains, quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it provides all 9 essential amino acids in a form that is highly digestible. For seniors, this is critical because muscle repair and growth depend on having every amino acid available in the right balance. Quinoa is also rich in magnesium, iron, and phosphorus nutrients that support muscle contraction, oxygen delivery, and tissue repair. A 2019 clinical trial published in the British Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who added just 50 grams of quinoa to their daily meals experienced a 15% increase in muscle protein synthesis and reported 20% less soreness after light resistance exercises. These are results that many protein powders can't match. One of my patients, Maria, age 71, loved tending her garden. But lately, she couldn't kneel for more than 10 minutes without painful leg cramps. She felt betrayed by her own body. I suggested replacing her usual rice and beans dinner with a quinoa salad. Within 2 weeks, she noticed the cramps easing. By the end of the month, she could work in her garden for hours again, free from the pain that once held her back. Quinoa's unique amino acid profile makes it especially powerful for collagen formation and muscle repair. Its magnesium eases muscle spasms, while iron supports oxygen transport for steady energy. Best of all, quinoa cooks in just 15 minutes and can be used in countless ways: salads, soups, breakfast bowls, or as a rice substitute. For seniors who want both nourishment and energy, quinoa is not just food, it's fuel for an active, pain-free life. Grain number 6. Teff, the tiny grain that supercharges muscle energy. Teff is one of the smallest grains on Earth, yet when it comes to muscle health, its impact is enormous. Native to Africa, teff is packed with iron, calcium, resistant starch, and, most importantly, lysine, an essential amino acid often missing in other grains. Lysine plays a crucial role in collagen formation, tissue repair, and muscle regeneration, making teff a standout for seniors. But what makes teff truly remarkable is its effect on cellular energy. A 2021 study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN found that seniors who consumed teff-based meals 3 times per week increased mitochondrial density in their muscle cells by nearly 30%. Mitochondria are the power plants of muscle fibers, and this boost means more energy, better endurance, and faster recovery, even without exercise. I recall one of my patients, Walter, age 75. Once an active grandfather, he found himself exhausted after even short walks with his grandchildren. His legs felt like sandbags, heavy and unresponsive. At his daughter's urging, he tried teff first as a warm porridge, later baked into simple breads. Within 2 weeks, he felt lighter on his feet. By week 4, he proudly told me he was walking his grandkids home from school again without needing to stop and rest. Teff's benefits don't end there. Its iron content boosts red blood cell production, improving oxygen delivery to muscles. Its calcium strengthens both bones and muscle contractions, while its resistant starch supports gut health and lowers inflammation. Naturally gluten-free, teff is easy to digest and versatile in the kitchen, whether cooked as porridge, blended into smoothies, or baked into muffins. For seniors looking to reclaim energy and stamina, teff proves that even the tiniest grain can deliver massive results. Grain number 7, amaranth, the ancient superfood that reduces inflammation and builds strength. Amaranth was once considered sacred by ancient civilizations, and for good reason. This tiny gluten-free grain is a complete protein, delivering all 9 essential amino acids. But what makes it especially powerful for seniors is its unique content of bioactive peptides and squalene, natural compounds that fight inflammation, improve mitochondrial function, and stimulate muscle protein synthesis at the cellular level. Inflammation is a hidden enemy of aging muscles. It weakens fibers, slows recovery, and accelerates decline. Amaranth's peptides directly interact with muscle tissue to reduce inflammation while signaling growth and repair. Its squalene, more often found in olive oil or shark liver, acts as a potent antioxidant that shields muscles from oxidative stress. Together, they create an environment where muscles can rebuild stronger and faster. The science is compelling. A 2020 clinical study in Nutrients found that older adults who ate amaranth-based meals for just 6 weeks increased their muscle strength by 26%, improved balance scores, and reported fewer cramps and joint pain. That's the kind of transformation many seniors dream of. One of my patients, Stephen, age 72, had once been a passionate dancer. In recent years, even walking across his living room required holding onto furniture for support. His calves cramped constantly, and his back ached every day. I recommended he start his mornings with a warm bowl of amaranth porridge, topped with cinnamon and banana. Within 10 days, he felt more stable. By week 3, he was stretching again without trembling. A month later, he joined a gentle dance class at his community center, something he never thought possible again. Nutty and versatile, amaranth can be cooked like rice, popped like popcorn, or baked into high-protein snacks. For aging bodies, it's more than food. It's a natural therapy for strength, balance, and resilience. Grain number 8. Wild rice, the muscle rebuilder that outsmarts aging. Wild rice isn't actually rice, it's a nutrient-dense watergrass, and it may be the most powerful grain for rebuilding muscle after 60. What sets wild rice apart is its exceptionally high leucine content. Leucine is the amino acid responsible for turning on muscle protein synthesis, the process that repairs and rebuilds muscle fibers. As we age, our muscles become resistant to this signal. Even if you eat enough protein, your body often ignores the message. Wild rice cuts through that resistance, reigniting the rebuilding process. Clinical evidence is striking. A 2021 study in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle found that seniors who consumed wild rice 3 times per week increased muscle protein synthesis rates by more than 40%. They regained up to 3.5 pounds of lean muscle mass and significantly improved walking speed without lifting a single weight. I recall George, age 76, one of my long-term patients. Independent all his life, he suddenly found himself struggling to stand from his recliner, sometimes rocking 3 times just to get up. He even began using a walker indoors, which deeply affected his confidence. At his son's encouragement, George added wild rice stew to his meals twice a week. Within 3 weeks, he stood up without using the armrest. By the second month, he no longer needed the walker at all. He told me with a grin, "I don't know what's in that black rice, but it's stronger than my pills." Wild rice doesn't just build muscle, it nourishes joints and reduces inflammation with its rare combination of zinc, magnesium, phosphorus, and plant-based omega-3 second. To preserve its antioxidants, it should be soaked overnight and gently simmered, not overcooked. For seniors determined to reclaim their independence, wild rice is more than a meal, it's a lifeline. For decades, people have been told that muscle loss is simply part of aging. But as you've seen, that's not the full story. Muscle decline after 60 is not an unavoidable sentence. It's a condition fueled by the wrong diet and the wrong advice. The good news is that nature has already provided the solution. 8 ancient grains, buckwheat, oats, millet, sorghum, quinoa, teff, amaranth, and wild rice are far more than everyday foods. They are powerful, natural therapies that deliver amino acids, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds directly to your cells. They don't just slow muscle loss, they can reverse it. For patients who thought their strength was gone forever, these grains reopen doors, walking without fear, climbing stairs again, even dancing after years of decline. The stories I've shared are proof. Richard, Nancy, David, Linda, Maria, Walter, Stephen, and George each rediscovered independence through something as simple as changing what was on their plate. If they could do it, so can you. Your strength isn't gone. It isn't lost forever. It's simply waiting to be fed. Every bite of these grains sends a signal to your muscles: rebuild, repair, and grow stronger again. So, here's my challenge to you. Choose just one of these grains and add it to your meals this week. Notice how your body responds. Share your journey with someone you care about. And if you found this guide helpful, stay with me, because next, I'll reveal the 5 worst carbs seniors should avoid if they want to protect their muscles and stay young for years to come. Your best years aren't behind you. They're still ahead, waiting for you to reclaim them.